This is News 10 Mornings.
Good morning, and thanks so much for choosing us to start your day. It is Sunday, June 1st. I am Dina Kupfer alongside Darla Givens. Good morning to you. Good. A food processing plant in Olivehurst caught fire overnight, and now fire crews are expecting to be working out on that scene all throughout the day, putting out some flames and even some hot spots. Patrick Walker is live in Olivehurst this morning. And Patrick, we talked to you about 2 hours ago, and the flames were still seen in that building behind you. Is it still an active fire there? Patrick, it looks like they have a lot of work ahead of them, and I know you also mentioned there were a few employees in at the time. We're thankful that they were not injured, and hopefully we will get some more details regarding the cause in the coming days. Thank you for the live report. Now turning to the top stories we're following for you right now. U.S. Special Forces picked up Sergeant Bo Bergdahl and took him to Germany. Bergdahl's family and friends never gave up believing that he would eventually come back home to Idaho. And now, as Michelle Franzen tells us, after 5 long years, that long wait will soon be over. And closer to home, a local POW shares his perspective on Bergdahl's release. News 10's Suzanne Fawn sat down with Len Kovar, a World War II veteran who was held captive himself for nearly a year. Despite the recent string of political scandals, most Californians feel that any wrongdoing is not, in fact, widespread. A UAC LA Times poll finds that 84% of voters are either very or somewhat concerned about corruption within the legislature. We do want to switch gears, though, because we do have some nice weather to talk about, Darla Givens, and we are in kind of a good spot this weekend because it wasn't too hot yesterday, but it is going to get hot eventually. Well, we do have Crystal Keith this morning joining us. Crystal, good morning to you.
Thank you for having me. Good morning.
Thank you so much for being here. I know it's so early and you have a lot going on. So first of all, aside from the fact you are Toby Keith's daughter, we also want to make sure we make people know you have your own country music career going forward.
I do.
Welcome back. 8:31 is your time, and I just loved having Crystal Keith in this morning. It makes me think of my dad. So good morning to my dad, Sam, who's watching us online in Reno, because Daddy Dance with me, right? It's so cool to have somebody on, though, that actually is becoming, you know, an up-and-coming rising star, and she's excellent. It was nice to meet her. She's so nice too, such a sweetheart. California is not providing adequate psychiatric treatment to its most severely mentally ill inmates. This is all according to a new report by a federal court official. The report found that some patients were drugged instead of counseled and then returned to prison too soon. Investigators also found that the inmates rarely received one-on-one therapy. The State Department of Corrections has not commented on this so far. Foster Farms in Livingston is suing a pest control company after a cockroach infestation, while medical marijuana dispensaries in San Jose are trying to get out the vote for Tuesday's primaries by offering discounted or even free pot. Sergio Quintana has the details on this push to influence city elections. Coming up after the break, the race is on across the country to find hidden cash, who is hiding that money, and where it's turning up next.